Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Today I'm going to give you an explanation, overview on the soul, what it is, how to connect and access to it, and how to feel the nudges, which are guiding us towards integration. Of course, that's just my perspective. My perspective is based on internal studies, hypnosis, which is quantum healing hypnosis from Dolores Cannon, of which I am a practitioner, and Balsamic Sessions, which is my own method to activate the soul in your journey. So, for starters, we are multidimensional beings. I've been saying that for many years now. Being multidimensional means that there are so many parts of us inside and outside of what we perceive as ourselves, that as we integrate it, we become something more that doesn't exclude what was once our perception of self. So, the soul is the door, the gateway to our eternal being. To access this gateway, we must connect and listen to the heart, because the soul happens in the heart. The mind is an extremely valuable tool for solving problems and for accessing intuition, insight, and inspiration. But the true path of the being is communicated and organized by the soul and can be listened to by the heart, through the heart. So, we have ingrained in our society that it is dangerous to follow the heart, it gets you in trouble, and everything. And we have an extensive mental programming in our society, powered by Hollywood, of love being something entirely romantic. But no, love is an energy of creation that permeates everything. There is love every single place, in every single thing that pervades our reality. Everything is built upon love, from water and food and buildings and cities, and everything is built upon love. Even though it might be in some denser levels of consciousness, a person who worked their ass off just to mentally, to have money in order to put themselves in a place in society where they can find the love of their life, which also has money. But even still, there is love there. Because when you love something, you take care of it. When you love something, you want to do the best for it. So, at certain levels of consciousness, the best thing you can do for someone is have money in order to sustain, support. But the more we rise in love and connect to the purity of love itself, we heal the wounds of society, that it is dangerous to follow our hearts. As we're following our hearts, we start to unveil the innate abilities and the history of the soul. The soul is like a blueprint that contains all information about all lives that this fractal of consciousness, this spirit, this spark of life that is you, has experienced until this incarnation as the personality that you call yourself you. Including everything related to astrology, numerology, human design, I Ching, and all the personality analysis information that are in the astral body. So as past life regression goes, sometimes a past life of a person may be super simple. Dolores Cannon calls them digging potatoes lives. And you are going through the lives and nothing really happens there. I don't know, maybe one lifetime the person lives alone in a faraway place, has a family, never sees other people other than their family, and everyone starts dying. The life is marked by death so much until they are left somewhat alone. And he has to deal with it. And he gets a dog, and the dog dies too early. And this life is covered in loss. Quote unquote loss, right? Because death is also an illusion. I will talk about that in another video. But this part of the journey of the soul, which had this past life experienced loss and had to learn to accept loss and accept self, being alone with themselves. Some other entire lifetime may have been to learn about patience, or learn about sharing. When we think about past lives, we picture ourselves living a whole life like we are living right now. But this life right now is special because it's the one we are experiencing as our consciousness. Time doesn't exist, so all past lives and future lives are occurring at the exact moment. So we are connected to our past lives and future lives at this very now moment. So past life regression aside, what is it that you can do right now in order to empower all your past and future selves and yourself? Understand that you are a child of God. Again, I say that again. You are a daughter or son of the most powerful forces in the universe. Divine Mother, guardian of love, beauty, magnetism, womb, creation, and Divine Father, expansion, light, the seed of this creation. So accept, honor, and love all parts of yourself from the very beginning of your journey as soul until any time that comes. It all happens now. It's now. It's you. It's here. You, here and now, as a combination of everything that you experienced and studied in order to be here, just so you can accept and love yourself as you are. or like many years ago, or like tomorrow, or many years from now. You were doing your best. You are doing your best. You will be doing your best. So accept and love and congratulate all parts of yourself from past, present, and future for having the intention to do your best. Energy flows where intention goes, but soul gets trapped mostly by guilt. Guilt of not being enough, not feeling enough, guilt of not knowing, of making mistakes. And that traps us in the astral realm, creating imprints on the soul, which are reverberated into the physical body through the emotional body. So you start understanding and accepting yourself, no matter your do, no matter your life. You have the intention to do your best. Accepting your soul means that your intention to do the best is already enough, is already what is needed to create a happy life. As this realization of I am doing my best and my best is enough is integrated and accepted by the self, then you start to activate your capacity to feel good here and now, to just be present. Because at the moment that we feel guilt about anything, including and especially our journey, the mind is constantly screaming that thing into existence. So it increases the problem. It is literally just about accepting anything that you might have done and been through in this lifetime and all the other lifetimes, even though we might not know what it is. So this process, if not done with the use of tools, spiritual healing tools, it takes consistency. It regardless takes consistency energetically, but it takes spiritual practice, really, consistency and choosing to keep doing it until full undivided presence in the moment can be sustained. So accept your journey, accept yourself. Know that you are doing your best, and you have been doing your best for a while now. Know that your best is not enough, is more than enough. You are a child of God, for Christ's sake. Be brave to believe that your best is everything you can do and is more than enough. Feel the peace and the ease that draws back and forward in time, releasing many layers of anything that might have happened, all stored beyond soul. And we can talk about that in the next videos. Soul is like the fullest, the entirety of the game that we came to experience here as challenge. Soul is our quest towards oneness. It's so crazy because we are indeed all one. However, I know that I'm one with you that is watching, with my family that are in my hometown, with my friends. We are all one. However, I am speaking here. This part of consciousness that is called Marina and is here in Brazil is not the same that is the one there in UK or Russia or California. There is a difference. How does that work? It's so crazy. Well, the journey of soul is to understand the nature of consciousness, to find oneness and integrate all differences in the differentiation between humans into one. We become one as recognizing our divinity as fractals of source of all creation. We still are. You will be you forever. You will be integrated into more expanded social memory complexes, groups of beings, of souls. But you're still you, and I am still me. It's just the costume, the avatar, the character that changes. So, like the body is the vehicle for this experience, the soul is the vehicle for fourth and third dimensional level experiences. So to go beyond the fourth into the fifth dimension, we must have integrated the soul into oneness, so that all past, present, and future lives as that soul are one, which raises a veil, unveils a part of consciousness that was hidden, which is the quantum reality, the crystalline reality, which was at quite deep levels experienced by Lemuria, Atlantis, Egypt, the Celtic people, the Maori people, the Mayans. It's about becoming an organism of beings that are harmonious between each other. And this is happening now. It's happening on a global scale with all the earth. We're having the chance now to raise our vibration and explore and expand our consciousness to understand the oneness of all things and people and access this quantum reality. And the Balsamic Sessions help you do that, especially for people who hasn't really had the chance and the opportunity to do the work. We can do quantum leaps in consciousness expansion by this inner work. I've received this inner work. I have been receiving for the past 3 years. And it's been just a couple of months since I started practicing it on a wider scale. So Soul and Balsamic Sessions is a way to integrate all realities that are stored in our consciousness. Because imagine you're here now, but you lived in a past life as a warlord, and you created war, and at this lifetime you are so peaceful and you don't like to argue with anyone, so everybody steps on you because you're such a pacifist, because you don't want any war anymore. Do you think that it is actually useful to still carry the wound of this past life? We can literally close chapters, integrate chapters, become something more through our experience of light and dark, abundance and scarcity, fear and love. All the experiences we had and have are useful and important for something. But until we let them go and integrate them into consciousness, we don't close the game, the quest of the soul. The game that the soul is inviting us to win is magnificent. Is by surrendering and resigning all parts of ourselves that we think ourself is, so that we have open arms to receive a more expanded self, which is so loving and so benevolent that won't make you forget everything you went through. It integrates. It becomes something more. And all of that happens purely and simply and softly by listening to your heart, by being brave to feel the guidance of the heart, by accepting yourself as who you are, by accepting others as who they are, by focusing on your journey and traversing the path as you feel, which might separate you from others, but if they want to follow you with the guidance of the heart, they will. So embrace this journey and allow yourself to see that nothing is ever lost. It's only gained. It becomes something more, and it's so much more satisfying and beautiful and free. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please comment. If you like the video, subscribe to my channel to listen for more. Wishing you lots of love and light. Take care.